Westview High School on the map officially in Class 2A.
And the Westview Warriors go to 25-3 on the year. Troy Neely wins his second state championship.
Hostetler. Oh, tough move by Scott Hostetler. Bounce pass to Rensberger. And he puts it in off the glass. Now he'll pump it up from the left side and hit. Looking for scrap. That's trouble when you find Yoder that wide open. Basketball at LaGuanamedia.com. Tonight we're back in Emma where we'll bring you the girls game between the Northridge Raiders coming in at 5-2 under the direction of their head coach Doug Springer in his 14th year coaching the Northridge Lady Raiders. He's had a very successful career, 224 wins and 95 losses just at Northridge. He's 276 wins and 113 losses overall for his fine coaching career. So the Northridge Raiders come in at 5-2, and they have wins over South Bend Clay, South Bend Adams, Merrillville, Elkhart, and Fairfield. Their only losses came to Homestead and Fort Wayne South, two teams from the Fort Wayne area. The Westview Lady Warriors, under the direction of first-year head coach Ryan Yoder, are struggling as they come into tonight's game looking for their first win, and they come in at 0-6, coming off a loss to Wawasee on Saturday, 42-17. So it's the 0-6 Westview Warriors facing a very tough Northridge Lady Raider team, and tonight's game is brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales. Now with two locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and now in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Hyde Auto Body at US 20 West in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center, Topeka Do-It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Also, Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Dale is the right man for the job. And LaGwana, serving our customers with creative solutions. Our bronze sponsors are Topeka Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy. Also, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka. Our passion is protecting yours. By Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury for your automotive repair and tire service needs. Also Topeka Clinic on Lehman Drive in Topeka. Dutch Blessing Floral in Shipshewana, featuring floral arrangements and gift baskets for all occasions. Also Mold Mob, located just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana. Or call them at 260-214-1250. And Precision Financial Group with local advisors Andrew Landgraf, Adam Christner, and Ryan Yoder. Dan and I will be back with more from Westview High School right after this quick 30-second timeout.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
National anthem is completed now, and we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineups, and we'll pick them up as they're introduced by LaGwana's own Dan Byler. Starting for Northridge is number 12, Colleen Miller, a 5'7" junior averaging 3.3 points per game. Also starting for the Lady Raiders is Julia Mantala. Julia Mantala, 5'11" junior. Also in the starting lineup for the Lady Raiders is number 32, Eva Fisher. Eva's a 5'8" sophomore. And the other starter for the Lady Raiders is McKenna Knepp, a 5'9" senior. Westview will start Erica Miller, a 5'2" senior, averaging 3 points per game. Andrea Miller, a 5'1" sophomore, averaging almost 2 points per game. Cameron Miller, 5'1" sophomore, averaging 3.8 points per game. Allie Springer, a 5'3" junior, averaging 2.2 points per game. And Hallie Mast, number 31, 5'8" senior, leading scorer for Westview, averaging 7.5 points per ball game. I believe I missed one of the Northridge starters, and that is number 32, Eva Fisher, a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 13.1 points per game. She's the team's second leading scorer with 13.1 points per game.
So it looks like we have the same starting lineup as we did even when the roster was a little more depleted.
That's right. Same girls are out there. Hallie Mast will be jumping center along with Northridge's Julia Mantala. And the tip is controlled by the Lady Raiders. With the ball is Colleen Miller. We go left side with it to Eva Fisher. Fisher goes to Julia Mantala. I'll get it right before the night's over, hopefully. Shot's no good on the layup by Eva Fisher, and back comes Westview. Chance to get on the board first here in this ball game. With the ball is Allie Springer. Goes through the hands of Cameron Miller, and a battle for it at midcourt. Knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Westview. Good hustle by the Lady Warriors.
Definitely Northridge playing pretty aggressive there, coming out on them, playing a man-to-man.
And as are most teams, the Lady Raiders outsize our little Lady Warriors by quite a lot. Ball stolen, McKenna Knepp on the drive. She puts it up off the glass and good. So Northridge on top first, 2-zip with a minute gone here in the first quarter.
And stepped out of bounds.
Yep, turnover on Westview right at midcourt. So Northridge will inbound right in front of the scorer's bench. Inbounding will be Colleen Miller. Miller with the basketball on the wing. Pass inside to Montala, and she scores. 4-0 Northridge. 6:40 to go in the first quarter.
Take the shot. There we go.
She's left open.
Oh my goodness.
She takes it.
The net barely rippled.
She's a dead eye from that range. First two for Westview. That's Erica Miller, the 5'2" senior. With the ball is Colleen Miller. High post left side, Briley Froman. Driving is Knepp. She'll put it up, miss the shot, but she's fouled underneath, and it looks like Mast is going to pick up her first foul and the team's first foul.
So even though we have more players, I don't know that we necessarily want to do a lot of fouling, but Northridge is doing a nice job getting players rubbed off, or getting their defenders rubbed off and getting wide open lanes to the basket.
Yeah, they're setting some early nice screens, inside picks, and that hits both free throws, so she has 4 of the Northridge's 6 points. And we have a hold on Northridge on the press. So Westview will inbound once again.
It's going to be called on Colleen Miller. It'll be her first.
Inbounding will be Allie Springer. Once again, Northridge applying that full court pressure. Inbound pass comes to Andrea Miller. She's double teamed and the ball stolen away. She gets her pocket pick. Colleen Miller puts it up, misses a shot, but she's fouled as she goes up for the shot.
Yeah, she spun around on that play to try to go back the other way, and Colleen was sitting there waiting for her, and she just spun the ball right into her hands there.
Cameron Miller picks up the foul for the Lady Warriors. Shot is up and good for Colleen Miller, her first point of the night. 7-2 now, Northridge leading Westview. 6:03 to go in the opening quarter. Second shot is nothing but net for Colleen. Once again, Northridge is putting on that full court press. Andrea gets a pass up court to Erica, but it's knocked away and right into the hands of McKenna Knepp. She'll go right side to Colleen Miller. Back up front now to come to Knepp. Left side into the hands of Fisher. Good ball movement. Fisher underneath with a reverse layup, and she hits.
4 different Raiders in the scoring column already.
Foul is Andrea Miller brought it up court. Another foul on Northridge.
Called on McKenna Knepp. That'll be her first, team second.
Inbounding will be Andrea Miller underneath the Westview basket. She'll lob it way outside to Hallie Mast. Mast looking for help. She gets it into the hands of Andrea Miller. Andrea goes right side with it on the dribble. Now to Hallie Mast. Looking for an opening underneath. Northridge is playing very tight, tenacious defense.
Took an extra step, I think.
Yeah, traveling violation, so it'll be a turnover on Westview.
Nice aggressive move to the bucket.
That's what we're going to have to try to do. 2 fouls on both teams. Thought she was going to go backdoor there. Colleen Miller was going to hit McKenna Knepp on the backdoor, but she stopped, and the ball went out of bounds, so it's a turnover on Northridge.
So Madison Gorbel and Morgan Cross come in for the Raiders.
Inbounds pass comes to Andrea Miller. She crosses the timeline, goes left side with it to Cameron Miller. Now back out top, it'll come to Springer. She'll go right side to Andrea Miller. Now to Erica, she drives it into the paint, puts it up with the left hand, no good off the glass, and the rebound's pulled down by Briley Froman. Left side pass comes to Fisher. Fisher back out front, they'll swing it around the perimeter over to Morgan Cross. Cross now to Froman, and Froman tries to hit McKenna Knepp, breaking to the basket, and it's deflected out of bounds.
Haley Miller and Katrina Schwartz coming in. So this is the first we've seen Katrina play. She had played some in their first 3 or 4 games, but she'd been quarantined.
Katrina comes in with a 2.3 point per game average. No shot. We have a traveling violation on Eva Fisher before she took the 3-point shot there. So another turnover on Northridge, and Westview will bring it back. Trailing by 8, 10-2, 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Andrea Miller goes right, then pulls it back out. She'll give it to Hallie Mast. Hallie goes left with it on the pass. Cross-court pass by Springer to Mast. She drives and has it knocked away. Now we have a battle, and we've got a tie-up underneath the Westview basket. But on the alternating possession, it'll go to Northridge.
Knepp comes back in for the Raiders, and in for the first time is Kirsten Crawford, a 5'6" freshman.
It's got to seem good to Coach Ryan Yoder to have some bodies on that bench tonight for the first time for a long time. With the ball, Katrina Schwartz. She'll come out front to Andrea Miller. Now to Haley Miller. Haley bounce passes it, tries to get it to Hallie Mast, and it's kicked out of bounds off the shin of Hallie. So Northridge will inbound right in front of their bench. Colleen Miller brings it across the timeline, goes left side to Kirsten Crawford. The inside pass comes to Colleen. She'll go out on the right wing to Cross. She'll drive, put it up too hard. Put back is up, no good by Gorbel, and Hallie Mast comes out with a loose ball. Andrea Miller driving toward the basket. She wanted to pass it underneath to Springer. Springer was looking up for the shot rather than the pass.
Cameron comes back in. Hallie Mast gets a breather.
Colleen Miller hands it off to McKenna Knepp. McKenna Knepp goes to Crawford. Crawford left side to Morgan Cross. She'll pound it down inside to Knepp. She misses a shot. The putback is up and good by Madison Gorbel. 10-point lead now for Northridge, 12-2, 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Bounce pass comes right side to Haley Miller. She'll come back out front with it to Cameron Miller. Now to Springer. Hallie drives the baseline. She'll take the jumper, and it won't go down. Rebounds pulled down by Kirsten Crawford. Her right side pass goes to Morgan Cross, and now to Colleen Miller. Her three-pointer's no good, and the rebound's chased down by Cameron Miller. Cameron trots it across the timeline. She'll pop a shot it is a three. Cameron gets credit for a three-point shot. She's shooting, well, it's over 33% now from three-point land. So that brings Westview back within 7, 12-5. Driving down the lane, having it blocked away, but a foul's picked up as Colleen Miller drove the paint and tried to put up a layup, and she was fouled.
So Haley Miller picks up her first, team's third. I think all 3 of those have been shooting fouls, and they've made all 4 of their previous attempts from the line.
Shot by Miller is good. She came in shooting 50% from the free throw line, but she's 3 for 3.
I mean, she's swished every single one of them.
She hasn't even come close to missing, so.
Yeah.
Second shot is up off the front of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, and the putback's no good by McKenna Knepp. And then the putback is up and good. And that one was by Madison Gorbel.
So that's the second time she's scored on an offensive board. They're just so tall. Even when they're behind us, they can get the rebound without going over the back.
Yeah, we saw some really good blockouts on Saturday against YYC, but when you're packed in down there tight, it's hard to block out for the Warriors.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to... did you catch who that was on?
Yeah, it was on 21, Cameron Miller.
Okay.
Gorbal hits her free throw to complete the three-point play. 16-5 now. Northridge leading, 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Bringing it up for Westview is Andrea Miller. She'll bounce pass it to her sister Erica. She'll take it down on the left wing and then get it to Katrina Swartz. Right back to Erica Miller. Out front to Springer. Northridge in a man-to-man. Ball knocked away. Erica Miller retrieves it. Gives it to Andrea. Andrea looking for help. Gets it out front to Allie Springer. Springer drives it high post right side, then gives off to Erica Miller. Tight defense there by Julia Montala. Allie Springer out front now to come to Cameron Miller. Cameron goes left side with it back to Erica. We have a whistle and a foul called on Northridge.
Keep reaching around trying to cut off those passing lanes, but that time not in position, so Julia Montala gets called for that. That's her first, team's third. And that'll bring Madison Gorball back into the game. Gorball, the tallest player out there at 6 foot even.
She towers over the inbounding Andrea Miller. She'll get it into Cameron. Now Springer on the baseline right side, picks up the dribble, tries to get it out front. It's intercepted by Colleen Miller. She'll put it up off the glass and good from the left side. 18-5. Waning seconds of the first quarter here. Andrea Miller drives it and pulls it back out. She'll give it to Katrina Swartz. She's double teamed, gets rid of the basketball, loose on the floor and picked up by McKenna Knepp with 12 seconds. She'll drive the length of the court, put it up. Nice shot by McKenna Knepp. 5 seconds to go, first quarter. Driving is Andrea. She'll float it up, no good. And that'll do it for the first 8 minutes of basketball here at Westview. Our score after the first quarter, Northridge 20, Westview 5. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this timeout.
Our world seems so different right now. There are so many things we thought we could depend on. Our work, our family, our health, even Westview basketball. But when our days seem uncertain, it should remind us to put our trust in a God who is certain, who knows you, who loves you, who sent his son to save you. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but shall have eternal life." Oh, friend, put your trust in Jesus today.
Westview is broken out of their huddle as we begin, or we get ready to start the second quarter.
Well, Jerry, so a big story here is the fact, the number of turnovers, 9 turnovers for Westview, 2 for Northridge, and it's translated to a whole lot more shots for Northridge. They've got 13 shots. We've only taken 5. Of course, they have 3 offensive boards as well, so that's adds up to a lot more opportunities.
Definitely, and it's the opposite on our end. I think we put a shot up and it's going the other way right away.
Yeah, we have no offensive boards.
With the ball is Julia Montala. Bounce pass left side comes to McKenna. Knepp back out front or come to Montala. Now to Knepp. Knepp swings it over left side in the corner to Cross. She tries to bounce it inside. Turnover on Northridge. Sarah Lapp with the basketball. Lapp brings it across the timeline. Looking for a pass. She gets it to Andrea Miller. Andrea drives it toward the basket, then gives off to Erica for 3, and she got it.
No, it's only a 2. Last time we thought maybe Cameron's is a 2, but they made it a 3.
4 now for Erica. Long 3 attempt there by Knepp is no good, but the putback is up and good by Morgan Cross. Her first 2 tonight. 22-7 Northridge. 1 minute gone by here in the second quarter. Driving is Andrea Miller. Gives off left side. She'll go to Haley Miller. Now they get it into the hands of Andrea Miller. She drives it to the free throw line. Another foul on Northridge.
It's going to be called on Eva Fisher. That'll be her first 4 on the Raiders now.
4 team fouls for each team.
A little confusion about where the ball was going to be taken out.
Andrea Miller trots over. She'll inbound for the Lady Warriors. Gets it into Springer. Springer with McKenna Nepp on her. Unloads the pass to Erica Miller. Now Haley Miller. Sarah Lapp with it. Bounce passes it to Erica Miller. To Andrea Miller. Haley Miller, right side to Erica. She drives the baseline. Back to Haley. Girls trying to work the ball and get the open shot, but boy, it's been tough against this tenacious Raider defense.
Doing a nice job, though, playing hard, driving hard. There you go, Haley.
Haley with a reverse layup. Got it. On the jumper, actually.
Yeah.
Good, strong move. Haley tries to cut the Northridge player McKenna Nepp off on the baseline, but she was moving, so she'll pick up the foul.
It looked like he had a little indecision there for a while, trying to decide which way he was going to go, but
yeah, she was just a second too late.
So that was on Haley, right?
Yep. Haley Miller, her first foul. Second foul.
Second foul,
yeah.
I think so.
Yep, it is. Colleen Miller inbounding, gets it way out front to Manila. He'll go right side and cross with a 3, and she hits. 5 now for Cross. 25 for the Lady Raiders. Westview's Lady Warriors with 9. Allie Springer, right side. She tries to get it inside to Sarah Lapp. Loose on the floor. And we have a whistle and a foul. Is picking it up with Manila for Northridge. And there was a reach-in foul on Westview.
It's going to be called on Cameron Miller. Oh, no, Andrea Miller, her first. So 6 on Westview. Northridge will be shooting free throws the rest of the way on any fouls whistled. Well, obviously, except offensive.
Trina Swartz back in for Westview. And I believe, who was out? Cameron, maybe? Miller back in?
Yes, could be.
And a carry is called on Morgan Cross, so she palmed the basketball, so it's going to be a turnover on Northridge.
So often, if there's no pressure on the ball, they sort of let them do what they want out there. And that time there was no pressure on the ball, and he called her for turning it over.
Andrea Miller bounce passes it left side to Katrina Swartz, and she's tripped, no foul. And it's chased down, and we're going to have a over and back violation.
Boy, they are just all over him. It's got to be frustrating. Great learning experience if you don't get too frustrated. Learn how to deal with that kind of pressure.
Yeah, they're just outsized and outmanned here. The lob inside of Manila is short on a shot. The putback is up and good. And Manila lost her shoe, so referee will call an official's timeout here and let her put her shoe back on and get her laces tied.
Not exactly sure what happened there. Somehow Erica and her got tangled up after the shot. Both ended up on the floor.
27-9, 4:50 to go in the first half.
Although I suppose the shoe being off is a good indicator of why Mantilla went down.
Probably.
Had a flat.
Andrea Miller looking for help. Finally finds some. Down low to her sister, Erica, and she's whistled for traveling, and she was trapped between Mantilla and Colleen Miller of Northridge.
And 3 new players again for Fairfield, for Northridge. Keep rotating them through, keeping them fresh. And I guess we're playing, looks like we've played 7, I think. Or have we played 8?
I think everybody's gotten a chance I know of.
Well, I think Hope Bortner's still got a hurt hand, so she's on the bench, probably won't be playing tonight.
Shot in the air and good from three-point land by McKenna Knepp, her first 3 tonight. And the second for Northridge. Makes it 30-9. I'd like to see us get into double digits scoring-wise. We got a double dribble on Andrea as they double-teamed her.
Hallie Mast coming back in, Erica getting a breather. And let's see, Fisher just came out for Northridge. I'm not quite sure who came back in.
Colleen Miller goes to, I think it was Kirsten Crawford that came in. Her shot's up and good. Crawford, her first 2 tonight. 32-9. Let's get a bucket here and get into double digits scoring-wise. Andrea Miller drives, gives it off to Cameron Miller. They'll swing it around left side to Katrina Swartz. Now coming across the lane was Cameron Miller, but anticipating that pass was McKenna Knepp, and she comes up with a steal. She'll go left side to Colleen Miller. They'll work it around the perimeter all the way to the other side to Crawford. Back up top, it'll come to Gorball. She drives, gives off to Cross. That ends up in the hands of Colleen Miller. Driving the baseline, or the lane, was Kirsten Crawford, and the shot's taken by Gorbal. No good, and Westview comes up with the rebound. Just inside 3 minutes to go now in the first half. Cameron Miller with it between the circles out front, looking for a pass, gives it off to Andrea Miller. Andrea drives to the baseline, and she's reached in on and fouled.
Oh my goodness, giving up 8 inches, 9 inches there. Just drove right into her. The foul's going to be called on
Knepp, was it? Oh, 40?
Yeah, I think so.
Andrea Miller inbounding. She'll lob it out front to Hallie Mast. Hallie had the open 3, passed it up. She'll give off to Katrina Swartz. And Swartz is fouled by Morgan Cross.
1, 2, 3. So that'll be the 6th team foul on them.
Andrea Miller looking to inbound in front of the Northridge coach. And she stepped over the line as she hesitated, lost her balance, and so it'll be a turnover on Westview. Erica Miller coming back in. She'll replace her sister Andrea. Colleen Miller inbounds it to Eva Fisher. Fisher down low to Cross, and she's whistled for traveling.
I was talking to Coach Yoder before the game, talked a little bit about at the beginning of the season where he said their first game they had 40 turnovers and then it got down to 30 and then 27. He said, so we're doing better with that, but now the shots have stopped dropping. It looks like tonight with this tenacious defense that Northridge is playing, maybe the turnovers have gone up again a bit.
Well, when you're playing a 4A team as good as Northridge, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it is just tough.
Hallie Mast will go to the line as she was fouled driving toward the basket. Both teams in a bonus. So Hallie will be shooting 1 and 1.
Called on Gabriella Gates.
And she'll get the bonus as Hallie hits her free throw. First point of the night for Hallie. And she's her team's leading scorer. Unless I missed one.
I have her scoring a bucket this quarter. Maybe I put it on the wrong person?
I don't remember her scoring, but I'll have to check at halftime. She hits both free throws, 32-11. Westview has broken into double figures on the scoreboard now. Ball knocked away. Mast gets the loose ball, and she'll bring it up for the Lady Warriors. She goes left side to Erica Miller. Now to Katrina Swartz. Katrina tries to drive between 2 Raiders. Doesn't work out very well, and it's stolen. Then we have a reach-in foul. And that's going to be called on Erica Miller.
Actually, he was saying it's a 1-and-1. That's why he had
okay.
both fingers up. I think he actually called it on Sarah Lapp. Is she out there right now?
Well, that's...
Yeah, 33. He put up 2 threes in.
Okay.
But you're right. He first had 2 fingers up, but I think he was saying a 1-and-1.
Gorbel misses a free throw, but Northridge gets the rebound, and putting it back up and in was number 32, Eva Fisher, her 4th point of the night.
So we actually got the rebound, and then they poked it loose underneath. I don't think she realized anybody was behind her.
Yeah. Driving is Hallie Mast, and she picks up the offensive foul on the charge.
It's going to be her second. Montala and is it Froman that just came back in?
Mm-hmm. Number 24, Briley Froman. Morgan Cross gets it out front to Montala. Her shot is good from 3-point land. Her first 3. 37-11. Ball stolen away from Erica Miller. Driving the length of the court's Eva Fisher. She puts it up. Can't get the bucket to fall, but she's fouled by Allie Springer.
It's going to be Allie's first, but our team's 9th already. So yeah, we have 9 turnovers in the first quarter for us, and we're at 8 here in the second quarter.
They're starting to add up.
But yeah, that tenacious defense, they're poking and, trying to poke the ball loose. I don't think they're doing anything wrong. They're just playing very good defense.
Oh, yeah. They're
extremely tight.
Yeah, and they double team. And then, our girls with their diminutive size are not able to even see around them a lot of times. Lapp drives the baseline, puts it up, misses, but she'll pick up a couple of free throws coming her way.
I think that's called on Colleen Miller, her second.
So Sarah Lapp, 5'5" sophomore, looking to break into the scorebook here. Shot spins out, she'll get one more.
Kirsten Crawford back in for the Raiders.
48.6 seconds to go in the first half. Second shot by Lapp is off the mark, no good. Rebound Natala. She'll get it to Eva Fisher, and we have a carry. So another turnover on Northridge. They're starting to pile up a little bit here for them in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's their 5th for this quarter.
7 overall.
Yes,
is that what it is?
That's what I'm showing.
Erica Miller tries to get down the baseline, can't do it. She'll have to unload the pass. She does to Haley Miller, and she shuffles her feet. So it'll be a turnover on Westview. Northridge will inbound underneath the Westview basket. 28.7 seconds to go in the first half.
I guess a topic of conversation in the locker room for Westview will be taking care of the ball.
Right. Matala gets it to Kirsten Crawford. Ball saved in bounds, but right into the hands of Andrea Miller. Erica Miller, I was right the first time. Erica tries to put it up, it's blocked and grabbed by Kirsten Crawford. Last second shot hits in front of the rim by Eva Fisher, and that'll do it for the first half of basketball here at Westview. Our score, Northridge 39 and Westview 11. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and Dan will be back. Take a look at first half stats and scoring right after this 2-minute break.
Mouth-watering home-cooked meals, nightly specials, large buffet, breakfast buffet on Saturday, chicken, shrimp, and beef brisket on Saturday night, and Tuesday's lunch chicken buffet. These are what you'll find at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Top off your meal with a slice of their delicious homemade pie. That's Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. For carry-out orders, call 260-593-2988.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Back here at Westview High School, halftime, both teams still in their locker rooms discussing things. As I mentioned, I'm guessing maybe trying not to have as many turnovers would probably be one of the topics being discussed by Coach Yoder in the Westview locker room. He had talked about that before the game, that felt they were doing better, but when you've got 18 turnovers at halftime, that's not where you want to be. Taking a look at scoring, so Westview outscored 5-20 in the first quarter and outscored 6-19 in the second. So our halftime score 11-39 in favor of the visiting Raiders. The Raiders being led by McKenna Knepp, 9 points for her. She's hit a 3, a couple of 2s, and 2 for 2 from the line for her scoring. Julia Montala has 7. She's hit a 3 and a couple of 2s. 6 points for Eva Fisher, who's hit a couple buckets and is 2 for 2 from the line. And 5 points each for Morgan Cross, Colleen Miller, and Madison Gorball. And rounding out the scoring for the Raiders, 2 points for Kirsten Crawford. For Westview, being led right now by senior Erica Miller's 4 points. She's hit a bucket in each quarter. Cameron Miller hit a 3-pointer in the first quarter, has 3 points, and then 2 points each for Haley Miller and for Hallie Mast. That's all the scoring there is. So in the first quarter, I had talked about the fact that we only got 5 shots off. In the second quarter, we got 3. We only got 3 shots taken. And we made 2 of them, so that's a pretty good percentage. So we're 2 of 3, overall 3 of 7 inside the arc, and 1 of 1 from 3-point range. We've only attempted 8 shots. We've made 4 of them. We're shooting 50%, Jerry. 100% from 3-point range. The problem is we just can't get very many shots off.
That's right.
So on the other side, the Lady Raiders have taken 25 shots, 7 of those from 3-point range. They've made 3 of 7 there, 11 of 18 overall, so 14 of 25. That's going to be awfully close to 60% they're shooting from the field. Rebounds, a huge rebounding advantage to the Lady Raiders, as they have, each period they've pulled down 2 defensive and 3 offensive boards, so they have 10 right now and we have 5. One of the big stories, as we talked about earlier, was the turnovers. Westview with 18 at halftime. However, in the second period, they also forced a number of turnovers on the Lady Raiders, so they had 6 in the second period, so 8 overall for them at halftime. But 8-18, that's still a difference of 10, and then a difference of 5 in the rebounding stats, and that sort of will explain why we have so few shots. But yeah, overall, they're just very aggressive on their defense. They're popping out, and I think did they stay in that man the whole time?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think they did.
Yeah,
so
they were trapping as soon as we got across the court then.
But
yeah,
still,
that was killing us.
They never went into any kind of zone for us to even try that. And when you have that kind of height advantage and they're that athletic, well, I guess let them guard them. I mean, if I'm the Northridge coach. Speaking of Northridge coaches, did I see a familiar face down there on the Northridge bench? Dan Huzenga? Wasn't he at Wasn't he at Lakeland?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wasn't he the head coach at Lakeland?
That's right. I knew. I
saw him, and I thought,
and
well, I was coming up with the name, but it's like, well, something's not looking right. He's got the wrong colors on. So
right.
they have him listed as a volunteer coach. So yeah, we had seen him the last couple of years wearing a Lakeland.
Yeah, he was a head coach, varsity coach, right?
Head varsity girls coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw him, and I didn't think about it. I guess I'm so used to see him in a basketball arena setting, and I thought, yeah. So we're at halftime here, 39-11, Northridge leading Westview. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the tip-off, or rather the start of the second half tonight. Northridge has emerged from their locker room. Ryan's still talking things over with his Lady Warriors in their locker room. We'll take another 2-minute break. We'll be back with more from Westview High School right after this timeout.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate it with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250.
We're back. Both teams out of their locker room now as Westview emerges, and the referees are back out on the court, and we're about ready to go for this second half of play. While we have a chance here, we'll remind you coming up this week, our next streamcast will be on Friday night, as we will cover the boys game at Cherubusco.
Yeah, we had originally, somewhere there was a miscommunication. We thought we were being told we could not go, but we will be there.
Well, I think, yeah. I talked to the athletic director today, and they were having some equipment malfunctions, so he thought they weren't sure whether they'd get those repaired before the game on Friday, so he thought they better have us come just in case, so there's some form of coverage. So
I do want to remind you folks that at this point Westview has elected to not put these live streams behind a paywall, but to help them out, we are asking you to donate to the athletic department. If you'll go to LaGwanamedia.com, on our homepage there, right underneath the photo of the boys team, there's a donate button. If you click on that, it'll take you to a screen, pop you right in there. You can either use your PayPal account, or if you don't have one, use a credit card. Make a donation. Encourage you to spend at least as much as what you would have if you'd have come to the game, and that all those monies will go directly to the athletic department, minus whatever processing fee PayPal puts on there, which is going to be somewhere in the 2 to 3%. So please keep donating. Let's help out the athletic department.
All right. Both teams out on the hardwood now. Westview will inbound to begin the second half. Allie Springer will trigger it in for the Lady Warriors. Springer bounce passes it in to Andrea Miller. Tries to drive the right side and pulls it back out up top of the circle. Erica puts it on the floor, tries to bounce pass it to Springer, and she's whistled for traveling.
Huh. As they say, she didn't quite get that pass off before she took that final step.
Apparently not. I didn't see it. I thought she unloaded it, but we're way up here at the top of the gym. Colleen Miller bounce passes it to Montalvo. Driving is McKenna Knepp, and she is fouled as she goes down the lane. It'll be a shooting foul.
Foul's going to be, yeah, go ahead.
Knepp.
Foul's going to be called on Haley Mast. That's her third, and then immediately, oh, sorry, Hallie Mast, and immediately Haley Miller gets set to come in for her.
I tell you, these girls' games, we get a lot of the same names or forms of the same names that are pronounced differently. And first free throw is no good by Knepp. She'll get another, and she got that one. 40-11. Westview looking to get on the board for the first time in this second half. Well, knocked away, but right into the hands of Andrea Miller, so Westview maintains possession. Andrea bounce passes it to Haley Miller in the corner right side. Knocked away by Montala.
Should still be Westview ball. He had to think about it a little bit. Right after it bounced on the line, Haley Miller picked it back up. So I think that's what he had to think about. It's like, no, it was out before she touched it.
Andrea bounce passes it into Haley Miller. Now to Allie Springer. Springer gets it top of the circle to Andrea Miller. She'd go to Erica Miller, who's double teamed, looking for an outlet pass, and she finally gets it to Andrea Miller, or Cameron Miller. Springer with the shot underneath.
Man, they were stuck underneath there for a long time. I thought sure that was going to be a turnover. They kept fighting for it.
Driving it all the way the other way was Julia Mantala, and she gets the shot. She has 9 points now for Northridge. 42-13. Haley Miller, left side, brings it back out front on the dribble. Bounce passes it to Andrea Miller. Andrea down the lane, puts up the floater, misses a shot, and is pulled off the glass there by Kirsten Crawford. Driving down on the break is Eva Fisher, and she lays it in. We're having trouble getting back on defense the last two trips down the court. Shot in the air, good. It's a three-pointer for Cameron Miller, her second of the night.
Wow, they just left her wide open, and she's like, oh, okay, I'll step up and shoot that.
Well, we had a few open three-pointers that we passed up in that first half, so maybe we'll turn that around a little bit. Shot missed by Northridge. Haley Miller grabs it, a rebound. Sarah Lapp gets set to check in at the next stoppage of play, and there it is. The foul is called. Is driving to the basket was Erica Miller. It's not a shooting foul, so Erica will take it out of bounds, or Westview rather will, underneath their own basket.
I think they called that on Julia Montala.
Inbounding will be Andrea Miller. Sarah Lapp and Katrina Swartz rather, into the ball game. Ball out of bounds. It's going to belong to Northridge. Only one set of bleachers is out tonight, so the Northridge player has to chase it all the way down to the other side of the gym. Colleen Miller brings it up for Northridge. Takes it all the way down, puts a shot up, misses it. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Northridge, I thought. But
yeah, two Northridge players knocked it.
They're going to.
Oh, come on.
I think they're going to be over.
Yeah, that was two Northridge players hit. There was two Northridge players, and they knocked it out of each other's hands. There wasn't even a Westview player there.
Yeah, we'll see. They're conferring now, so.
Oh my, they're not going to reverse it.
Wow.
There was no Westview player there. That is just an incorrect call.
Yep. Don't see that very often. And the Northridge player stepped on the out-of-bounds line, so turned out okay for Westview. They get it ball. They get the ball back. Allie Springer gets the ball inbounds to Andrea Miller. Andrea bounce passes the right side to Sarah Lapp. Makes a nice move down the baseline. Tries to get the pass across the lane to Andrea, and it goes out of bounds, kicked out by Northridge. Ball deflected, and we have a whistle and a foul on Westview after the steal.
It's going to be called on Allie Springer. It'll be her second, team second for the half.
Eva Fisher bounce passes it left side to Miller. Now Mantala for a three, and she gets another one. That's her second of the night. 12 points for Mantala. I believe she leads her team in that department. 47-16 is our score. Shot by Erica is good on the jumper just inside the three-point line. She has 6, all 2-pointers. And a travel as Eva Fisher tried to stop up but kept on going. Out of the ball game comes Briley Froman. Back in is Knepp, I believe. With the ball is Erica Miller. Erica has it knocked away, and here comes McKenna Knepp with it. Tries to get the ball underneath. It's knocked away and right into the hands of Erica Miller. Back come the Lady Warriors. Andrea Miller to Erica. She'll get it to Lapp. Lapp drives the lane. Little jumper is partially blocked, it looked like, and it's grabbed by Eva Fisher. She'll get it to Colleen Miller. The left side pass comes to Fisher. She drives, puts it up off the glass, and good. 10 now for Fisher. 50-18. Springer bounce passes it right side to Sarah Lapp. Lapp spins around, loses it, but it's picked up by Springer. She'll put up the jumper, won't go down, and the rebound's pulled down by Madison Gorbel. Quickly up court on the fast break, pass from Knepp underneath to Fisher, and she puts it in. 51-18. We just can't recover fast enough on defense to get back and shut down that fast break. Double team and a near steal, but taking it out of bounds was Eva Fisher.
Cameron Miller and Haley Miller coming back in for Westview as Andrea and Allie come out.
Inbounding will be Katrina Sarah Lapp. Ball knocked away. Erica Miller has it. Erica tries to get it inside to Haley Miller. She does, and the shot's up too long, but she's fouled. Should be a 2-shot foul coming for Haley Miller.
I'm not sure how she got that pass in there. That was nice.
I don't know. Yeah, that was.
She was in a forest there, and somehow she got the pass through there to Haley.
Maybe she went right between the girl's legs to Haley. Shot is up and good. Haley with her first free throw of the night. 3 points for Haley. 51-19. Shots up, and this one rims in. So we've hit 20. Coming across the lane was Kirsten Crawford. It goes through her hands and out of bounds on the attempted pass there, and Westview will bring it back. Sarah Lapp will walk it across the timeline. Takes it to the free throw line, picks it up, looking for a pass, gives it to Erica Miller. Erica bounce passes it to Cameron Miller. Ball in the air, tracked down by Katrina Swartz, and into the hands now of Erica Miller. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. 51-20 is our score, Northridge. And we have a reach-in foul called on the Lady Raiders.
That'll be the third team foul. It's going to be called on Gorbel. Is that her first or second?
I got her down for one.
Okay, I have one that I missed who it went on.
Coming out for Northridge is McKenna Knepp along with Mantala.
And Miller and Fisher back in.
Katrina Swartz drives it toward the basket, has it knocked away, picked up by Haley Miller, not a Sarah Lapp. She tries to drive it in, and she's fouled. On a hand check.
I think that's going to be on Kirsten Crawford. And it is. Is that her first?
That's what I have.
I keep thinking you're going to help me out here and you're going to figure out who that other one's on.
Oh, good pass into from Cam.
You're going to help me out here and you're going to figure out who that other one's on.
Oh, good pass into from Cameron Miller to Haley Miller, and she puts it up strong. Gets the basket. 51-22.
And Haley Miller, who is not a soccer player, according to my son, just booted the ball out of there again.
Maybe she should be.
Yeah, so Andrea Miller and Allie Springer back in, Sarah Lapp, and
who was the other one that came out? Oh, Katrina Swartz.
Katrina Swartz, yeah.
Madison Gorbel gets it left side of Kirsten Crawford, now into the hands of Colleen Miller. And Eva Fisher can't hang on. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Northridge, and Westview will bring it back up. Minute 45 to go in the third quarter. Erica Miller drives it, tries to put it up, and she is fouled before she goes up for the shot, I believe.
Yeah, he's pointing to the side. Foul's going to be called on Crawford again, so her second. And that's 5 now on the Lady Raiders.
Well, we're being aggressive. We're driving toward the basket. We're getting it down into the paint, and it's paid off a couple of times.
I realize we've scored as many points this quarter as we did the whole first half. We doubled our score.
That's right. More productive in this second half.
Yeah, as of right now, we are still being outscored this quarter, but it's 11-12.
Not bad. Ball stolen on the inbound pass, and the fast break. McKenna Knapp puts it up and scores again.
All right, make that 11-14.
12 points now for Knapp. 53-22. Ball knocked away, stolen again. Westview still in there fighting, though, and we have a tie-up. No, we're going to have a kick.
She was holding it with her feet. They called it a kick.
Okay.
I think.
That could be.
Like she was trying to pull it up to her hands using her feet. I guess that's not legal. I thought maybe to be a travel, but
you could do that in soccer. In fact, that's what you'd have to do, I guess.
Yeah, better not use your hands there, though.
No. With the ball is Cameron Miller. Ball stolen away. McKenna Knapp put it up and missed the shot. Put back is up and good by Eva Fisher. 14 now for Fisher. 55-22. Inside a minute now to go in the third quarter. Erica Miller on the baseline tries to put it up, has it blocked away. Grabbed out of there by Julia Mentala. She'll take the long three, misses a shot, pulled down, put back is up and no good by Briley Froman. But she's fouled and she'll be going to the charity stripe shooting 2.
Yeah, they're getting just way too many of those second chance points. I guess she didn't make it that time, but she got fouled on the shot.
Froman's shot is good. 40% free throw shooter.
Is that her first points?
Yep.
It is.
Second shot rolls around and in. This game moving right along. Half a minute to go in the third quarter. I might even make it home in time to watch Jeopardy tonight. Drive toward the basket. No good as Andrea Miller has it rejected and stolen away. Left side shots up and long. No good by Colleen Miller. Northridge with the offensive board again. Now Miller tries to drive into the paint and put it up. She's fouled this time. She'll go to the line shooting 2.
That's going to be called on Haley Miller. Her third, team's 4th.
Shots up and no good.
3 of 5 from the line right now after she had swished her first. No, I guess it wasn't her. Yeah, I think she had made her first 3, and then she missed one.
3 for 3, and now 3 for 4. 3 for 5. Shot at the buzzer is going to be no good. And we played 3 quarters now from Westview. And our score, Northridge 58, Westview 22. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Mouth-watering home-cooked meals, nightly specials, large buffet, breakfast buffet on Saturday, chicken, shrimp, and beef brisket on Saturday night, and Tuesday's lunch chicken buffet. These are what you'll find at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Top off your meal with a slice of their delicious homemade pie. That's Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. For carry-out orders, call 260-593-2988.
Our world seems so different right now. There are so many things we thought we could depend on. Our work, our family, our health, even Westview basketball. But when our days seem uncertain, it should remind us to put our trust in a God who is certain, who knows you, who loves you, who sent his Son to save you. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but shall have eternal life." Oh friend, put your trust in Jesus today.
We're back and ready to start the 4th quarter. Northridge will inbound to begin the quarter. Inbounding will be Kirsten Crawford, 5'6" freshman. And she'll get the pass into Colleen Miller. Back to Crawford. Now left side it'll go to Maddox, who's in the game for the first time. 42's been in the paint about 16 seconds.
That's what I was thinking. She passed, just staying in there, camping out.
Yeah, started a campfire in there. Maddox, now swing it all the way over to the other side of Crawford. And now Morgan Cross out front. It'll go to Maddox. Northridge moving the ball very well here in the early going of the 4th quarter. Now driving the lane and putting it up. No good. Putback's no good. Putback again is good by Madison Gorbel. 7th point of the evening for Gorbel. 60 now for the Lady Raiders. 22 for Westview. Hallie Mast bounce passes it. Was intended for Swartz, but it went into the hands of Andrea Miller. Back to Lap, and now Hallie Mast. Mast is fouled. It'll be a hand check, reach-in foul called on Northridge.
Gabriella Gates, I think it's her 3rd. 6 on the Lady Raiders.
Andrea Miller with a basketball. Takes it left side. She'll drive it and then be cut off there by Maddox. She'll get it back out front now to Allie Springer. Springer drives it, loses it, gets it back. Andrea Miller on the pass. Sure shot's no good. And the rebound's pulled down by Gorbel. Back come the Raiders in a hurry. Cross goes to Maddox. Maddox bounce passes it back to Morgan Cross. She'll swing it back out front now to Crawford. Coming across was Maddox. Raiders continue to move the ball well. Morgan Cross with it. Top of the circle, it'll go to Gorbel. Back up top now to Crawford. Crawford drives, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Clearing the board there was Sarah Lapp. Hallie Mast drove it toward the basket, and then she was fouled by Madison Gorbel.
I show that as her 2nd, and that should be a shooting foul, 1-and-1.
Yeah, 7 fouls on Northridge, so yeah, it'll be 1-and-1. You're right. So Hallie will tow it up. Hallie's shooting 45, almost 46% from the free throw line. 2 for 2 tonight. 3 for 3, nothing but net.
And something else Coach Yoder talked about earlier, before the game. He just said that, when we're when we're struggling like this, we've got to make those shots. When he said those shots aren't falling, including, he said in the last week they'd missed the front ends of 7 1-and-1s.
Wow. Well, Hallie has hit all 4 of hers tonight. 24 points on the board for the Lady Warriors tonight. Coming into the lane, taking that pass on the reverse layup was Morgan Cross, and she's fouled. Chance to pick up the 3-point play for Morgan.
Foul's going to be called on Andrea Miller, her second. 5 on the Lady Warriors now for the second half.
Shots up, spins out, no good. Rebound, Hallie Mast. And the Warriors are just 4 points away from evening their high point mark of the year. That was against Lake Park a couple weeks ago. Shot from 3-point land by Maddox is off the mark. No good, and a rebound, Andrea Miller. Andrea to Sarah Lapp. Looked for the shot, then drove toward the basket. Gives it to Allie Springer. Now to Hallie Mast, and once again she's fouled. So another opportunity for Hallie from the free throw line.
Called on Maddox.
She'll try to keep her streak going.
Maddox.
She'll try to keep her streak going. Cameron Miller's coming back in for the Warriors. Katrina Swartz and Sarah Lapp come out. Also back into the ball game is Erica Miller. Shots up and good again for Hallie.
You know, I don't even show that she's taken any shot. Well, I mean, other than obviously these that she's shooting 2-point,
right,
two-shot free throws on, but she has no missed shots from the field.
That one hits the back of the rim, no good. First miss of the night for her. 62-25. That comes Northridge. Cross. She'll get it to Maddox. Maddox gets it to Crawford. Gates now underneath. Shots up, no good by Maddox. Put back is no good. And second time, it's good by Gorbel. 64-25. Cameron Miller has it knocked away, and then she ends up touching it before it went out of bounds, so it'll be Northridge basketball. Haley Miller back into the ball game.
So in that third period, we had cut down a little bit on the number of turnovers. There were 6 as opposed to 9 in the first 2. But the thing of it is, with about a minute to go, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to jinx them, because there were 5 turnovers on Northridge and only 3 on us. And then we ended up turning it over 3 more times in that last minute and a half.
And you didn't say anything.
And I didn't even say it. I might as well have said it.
Right. Gates gets it to Maddox. Maddox inside to Gates, and Gates puts it up off the glass and good. That's her first points of the night. She's just a freshman. 5'10" freshman. Shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. Chase down, but out of bounds. It's going to be I think he did point the wrong direction. It'll go to Northridge. Just under 4 minutes to play in this ball game. 66-25, Northridge with the commanding lead. Driving, putting it up, no good off the glass, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Northridge. It'll be Westview basketball.
Boy, Northridge has missed an awful lot of shots right inside.
They have,
now,
yeah.
often they're getting the offensive boards and putting it back in, but I would think that's probably an area they'd want to work on. Should go ahead and make those shots.
Northridge with another steal. Gates, shot from the left side is good, and it's a 3 for Kirsten Crawford, her first 3 tonight. 69-25. Cameron Miller tries to bounce pass it inside. We have a hold in there.
So that'll put Cameron at the line. She's not been at the line yet tonight.
Well, they got Haley up there.
Oh, so maybe it was a hold inside.
Must have been.
Okay, so the foul was called on Eva Fisher. Yeah, that wasn't anywhere near the ball.
Haley shot spins off the back of the rim, no good. Good block out there by Kirsten Crawford. It looked like it was going to come right back to Haley. Maddox with it. She'll drive the baseline, try to force it up, and she's fouled. Probably be a shooting foul. Yep. That was Cameron picked up the foul, I believe.
I couldn't tell.
I think he had 21 up.
Okay. Trying to count those fingers, and it's just awfully hard to see.
Shot is off the mark for Maddox. Hallie Mass comes back in. And also Katrina Schwartz. Second shot's nothing but net for Maddox, her first point tonight. She's a 5'6" sophomore. Oops, knocked over my water. Hallie inside to Haley Miller. She'll put it up, miss the shot, but once again she'll go to the free throw line. This time she'll get 2 shots coming her way.
Foul's going to be called on Crawford. 3 on her, and I believe that's the 9th team foul, so any other fouls being called, they'll automatically be 2-shot fouls, whether it's shooting or not, for Westview the rest of the way.
A lot of fouls tonight. Shot by Haley. Misses her first, she'll get 1 more. And this one's off the mark and misses the rim, so they're going to inbound it. Northridge will underneath the Westview basket. Inbounding will be Madison Gorbel. So you can hear this is
He's discussing if she wants to be over or under on the offense.
you can hear the whole coach's conversation with his team. Driving the baseline and then getting it out of trouble. Gates picks it up. And now it's back into the hands of Crawford. Kirsten Crawford gets it to Cross. He'll swing it around to Maddox. Maddox up top. Once again to Cross. Cross drives, puts it up. And she can't get that one to go. But it'll be a 2-shot foul coming her way.
It's going to be called on Haley Miller. I believe that's her 4th. Nope, that's
5.
her 5th.
Yeah, I had her down for 4 anyway.
I say I was missing one, so that must have been the one I was missing.
That sends Allie Springer into the ball game.
She finishes the night with 4 points, a bucket, and regular 2 free throws.
Shot by Cross is no good. Haley I had down for 6. She had 2 field goals and a couple of free throws.
Well, who am I giving her points to?
Trying to give them to somebody else.
I guess.
71. That number sounds familiar for some reason. 71 to 25.
We're long past 12, though.
Yep, that's true. Carry on Westview, so it'll be a turnover. Northridge will bring it up. 2:17 to go in this ball game.
Don't know if you'd brought it up or not during the pregame, but you had told me that John Harrell was predicting the final score to be, what, 71 to 12 or something?
Yeah, I believe it's on one of my sheets here. 71 to 12, yep. So it won't be that, we know that. Probably won't be 71 even. Morgan Cross with the basketball. She'll give it to Gabriella Gates. And now Madison Gorbel. No play catch up top. Now Crawford will drive it. Give it off underneath to Cross, and she puts it in off the glass and good. 73-25. Minute 40 to go. Hallie Mass. She'll get it to Miller, Erica Miller. Erica is fouled on a reach in by Megan Maddox.
Her second, I believe, and that'll be the Erica Miller shoot a couple because of the double bonus situation. It's her first trip to the line this evening.
She has 7 now. Good game for Erica. She came in with a 3-point average. Andrea Miller coming out of the ball game.
And she scored every quarter. Erica has.
Yeah. Second shot up, no good this time. Allie Springer with the rebound, but she's tied up. It's going to be a held ball, and it'll stay with Westview. Minute 31 to go in this ball game. Driving is Hallie Mast. Good drive down the lane, but couldn't get it to go. Morgan Cross, and she's called for traveling. Westview inbounds it. Erica Miller with it. Out front. Looks right side. Goes that direction to Katrina Swartz. She'll get it to Sarah Lapp. Across the lane pass to Schwartz, and she hits it from two-point land.
Her first points this evening. So did you say this, is this our highest output of the year then? 28?
Yeah, that evens it, yes, 28. We scored 28 at Lakewood Park on November 17th.
And Drat, I was looking down, I didn't see who they called the foul on.
Nor did I.
And I can't even have my statistician at home let me know because my phone died.
Well, maybe he's calling me. He has my number. No.
There you go. Andrew, let Jerry know who that foul was on.
Yeah, that's probably driving him crazy. Misses on the free throw, and Hallie Mast brings it up. She'll give it to Katrina Swartz. Tries to bounce pass it across the lane, but no one was there. Under a minute now to go in the ball game. Kirsten Crawford out front. She'll drive it all the way in and scoop it up, but she was fouled on her way to the hoop.
Foul's going to be called on Sarah Lapp. That's at least 2 on her. I don't know if that other one was.
I've got her down for 2. Kirsten Crawford at the line. She has 5 points tonight and misses that one. She won't get the bonus, and the rebound is pulled out of there very strongly by Katrina Schwartz. To Hallie Mast. Hallie gets it to Erica Miller. Erica has it knocked away, regains possession, takes it into the lane, and gives out to Sarah. She'll drive it toward the basket, put it up and good. Good job by Sarah Lapp, because your tendency sometimes is just to pull up and shoot that, but she had a wide open lane to the basket, took it right in for the layup. Now it's passed left side to Gates. Gates, she'll get it to Crawford. 3 seconds, and that's going to do it. They're not going to take another shot. And this ball game is history as the Northridge Raiders defeat the Westview Lady Warriors tonight by a score of 73-30. Dan will be back. We'll take a look at stats and scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
Westview High School on the map officially in Class 2A.
Funeral Home in LaGrange serves the surrounding area with dignified and personal funeral services. Fruit May provides pre-planning, traditional funeral services, traditional cremations, and simple cremations, as well as monument sales. Call to discuss your needs with the knowledgeable funeral director, Lowell or Brian May, licensed funeral directors who will help you honor the cherished memory of your departed loved one. Call 260-463-3131 or visit their website at fruitmayfuneralhome.com. And we're back here at Westview High School, wrapping things up. The Lady Warriors lost another one, but they set a new personal record on a number of points scored. But unfortunately, also gave away more points than they have any time this season to a very...
For this season.
Yeah, this season. Yeah, is that
for the 30 points, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, 30 points is this season as well, yes. So I was just talking about this season. So taking a look at individual scoring, there were a lot of Raiders that scored points. They were led tonight, according to my stats, by Eva Fisher. She had 14 points, 12 points for Julia Montella and McKenna Knepp, 10 points for Megan Cross, 9 points for Madison Gorbel, 6 points for Colleen Miller, 5 for Kirsten Crawford, 2 points apiece for Gabriella Gates and Briley Froman, and 1 point for Megan Maddox to round out the scoring for the Lady Raiders. So I think they got they almost maybe everybody that was in that played. I had 2 more names on the roster, but I don't know if they were here. Westview led tonight by senior Erica Miller, 7 points. She scored in every quarter. She had a 2-point bucket in the first 3 each, and then she made a free throw in the 4th period. 6 points tonight for Cameron Miller. Had 2 3-pointers, 1 in each half. 5 points tonight for Hallie Mast, who's normally our Hallie. It is Hallie.
Haley Miller, Hallie Mast.
Yeah. And that was on 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 4 points for... did I get 6 points? Yeah, 4 points for Haley Miller. And there's, oh goodness, I'm getting...
Haley had 6.
So
Haley
she
Miller,
also had 6, yeah.
Yep. Cameron had 6.
Cameron had 6. Okay, then 2 points for Allie Springer and 2 points for Sarah Lapp and 2 points for Katrina Schwartz. So also, I think we had... Looks like we had everybody that we had in. Oh no, I guess Andrea didn't score this evening. She has other evenings, but not tonight. We were out rebounded. We were certainly outshot, and but again, I think probably the big thing here is just the number of turnovers. In the 3rd period, we were actually, for most of the period, we were doing better than Northridge, but we did end up with 1 more turnover than they did. As far as my stats go, I show that we had 18 in the first half and 11 in the second. So if that's correct, that'd be 29 turnovers, and I'm guessing coach is not going to be overly happy about that. But the second half, certainly much better than the first half, and I think Northridge kept playing just as tenacious a defense. So I think a halftime talk probably helped them out.
I think so.
Focused
Looked
on
like
that.
it.
So I had 14 turnovers on the Lady Raiders, and yeah, just pretty much in every statistic, the Lady Raiders were ahead, but they were taller and they're older, more experienced.
And we still scored 30 points.
And we still scored.
That's a positive you take out of this, I think.
Absolutely.
In the second half, where we scored, 19 points as opposed to 11 in the first half. So I think there's a couple things you can go to, and for a little encouragement for these girls. It's a tough season, but they're not giving up. They're doing well each and every game. So, as I mentioned earlier, we will be bringing you the boys' game coming up on Friday night, and I believe that's our next game, right?
It is our next game.
The girls don't play until
Saturday.
Well, yeah, they play actually Thursday, but that's a road game down at West Noble.
Oh, right.
So yeah, the game on Saturday we will cover, and I think that's an afternoon game.
Well, that's what I've seen in a couple places. I think originally it was supposed to be an evening game, but I'm not sure why. But it appears it's going to be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday.
All right. Final score here tonight: Northridge 73 and Westview 30. Westview falls to 0-7 now in the season. Northridge improves to 6-2. The Warriors, as I mentioned, travel to West Noble on Thursday night, and the Northridge Lady Raiders travel to Fort Wayne Carroll on Saturday. So we appreciate you being here for tonight's ball game, and we want to thank our sponsors, our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, their original location, and also now in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Height Auto Body, US 20 West and LaGrange, by Eden Worship Center, Topeka Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka, also Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka, Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. Also Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Dale is the right man for the job. And LaGwana, serving our customers with creative solutions. And our bronze sponsors are Topeka Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy. Also Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka. Our passion is protecting yours. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury for your automotive repair and tire service needs. Also Topeka Clinic on Lehman Drive in Topeka. Dutch Blessing Floral in Shipshewana, featuring floral arrangements and gift baskets for all occasions. Also Mold Mob, located just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250. And Precision Financial Group with local advisors Andrew Landgraf, Adam Christner, and Ryan Yoder. So for our camera operator, Chris Mast, our engineer tonight was Jeremy Anderson, color commentator